Alright, welcome back to Let's Play SimCity 4 with me, X2X. We're gonna go ahead and go back to the dump, and we're going to do a couple of things before we hit the play button. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put in our subway system. So, let's go ahead and look for our... I think I left room for subway steps. I think. Okay, you know what? First thing I'm gonna do, retrofitting is always a pain in the neck. Alright, hold on. Let's take a look at zones. Alright, can I leave that overview on while I place the subway systems? No, I can't, hey? Damn. Alright, so it looks like I left room for an inner loop, an outer loop, a commercial loop, and then an industrial loop. So, let's start off with that inner loop, which should be right around here. Oh, maybe I didn't leave room for it. Well, there's one there. I'm gonna put that guy down. And... there's one here and one there. Which means there should be one right there. And... there. And there. There's one there, but that's not particularly useful. Let's look. Just put some tracks down, see if I can't get a sense for where this guy's going. So, probably like that. And there's probably a connection in here to make, like that. Wow, was that ever annoying? This thing here. Go away. You are annoying. Let me take a look. So there's a zone right here, a zone right there, there's a zone right there too. It's kind of an annoying retrofit here. So I did leave room for one right there. No, I didn't. Never mind. Left room for one right there, so I didn't have to do that in a little herb. Alright, fine, whatever. One there. Oops, that destroyed a building, but oh well. What are you going to do? One there. And I think probably one there. It's like there too, alright. Let's take a look at the subways here. Alright. So that guy was a mistake. Oh. It was a mistake. Jeepers. Holy cow, that helicopter is annoying. What is giving me that helicopter? Is it my... It's not my hospitals. Even though they have... Oh well. Tell you what I'll do for now. Do I want to do that? Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn off that sound. For now. I'll turn it back on later, but for right now, because we're gonna be spending so much time zoomed in, it drives me nuts. I don't know if it bothers you guys, but... Okay, so let me see what I'm doing here. So I need a loop that goes around that inner circle there. Alright, now. There's no stop there. and no stop there. There's one here. Alright. And there's room there. So let's... This is gonna look a little janky to you guys because I obviously didn't leave room for it, but janky me and fucking Scooby-Doo over here. Jakey is the word I'm looking for. The word is jakey, peoples. Alright. Little bit of retrofitting. Kind of a pain in the neck, but what are you gonna do? Let's hold on, where am I here? Alright. So I left space there and there. Right? Subway. Now, right up to there, right? So. Do 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 do. There we go. And to down here. And I have a feeling it's going to stop right there. And there is. Stop right there. Do we need the double stop? Sure, why not? Alright, so that inner circle looks disjointed and not complete, but I didn't leave particular room in there for it. So now let's see if I did this completely. Okay, so there's the inner track. Connect the inner track to the outer track, like so. Run this track up like that. Now let's see if I can't fix those, put those stops in. There's one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right there. Alright, let's link them up. Wow. Alright. That was pretty good. There we go. These look pretty bad, but whatevs. Whatevs. Definitely is not going to look as pretty as our last stuff. The last one we built. The next one we build will be a little bit more well thought out. And so what I'm going to do, as much as I don't really want to, is I'm going to let this stuff grow. And it's going to consume a bunch of the demand I made for it, but I kind of want to let it grow out and then see where I'm at. There's a couple of things I forgot to place, so before I finish what I was doing, I'm going to go over here. Power's coming from that side. Am I going to draw? No. So the Dirty Burger should be up there. Anyway, that's fine. We're gonna put in some gifts because we haven't spent a lot of them, and I have a feeling that that is going to be relevant. So the first thing we're gonna put down is our grave, then our university, then our radio station. All right. Now we've got our minor league stadium and our courthouse and stock exchange. These guys I'll relocate. I'm just putting them down for now so that we can use their demand. So we'll see if that has an effect. I'm not sure, but I think it will. Now that we're not making money. We need to fix that, but anyway. By canceling it. We're gonna need more power. About 8,000 megawatts. So we've got some growth. And you can see right there we were having some trouble. And so we're getting some errors, mainly from our hospital. Or hospitals, plural. Our school's doing good. Our high school is jam-packed, obviously. But it's getting to that time where we're going to need to zone a new area off. So, now that we've placed our gifts, let's go back and finish off our subway. Considering how much money we're spending. Where is that all going? Are people not riding the subway? They should be riding the subway. Alright, let's take a look here. 30, 150, 2... I guess they're not riding the subway because they don't have access to their jobs, so we're gonna have to fix that by placing new subway lines. Okay, one there, one there, one there. That'll be the start of our commercial line. All right. I'm gonna connect these guys up. Right there, I think. It may be because all these turns and bends too. I'm not 100% sure about that. I would guess it has to do with the no availability to get them to where they're working, but the truth is I just don't know. Alright, so that's a start. Press play. Give it a couple of seconds to populate here. Subways are so expensive. Wow, look at all this growth. Just tons of Sims moving in. Dang. I almost can't believe that it was these guys, the university and stuff, that was keeping us from growing. Maybe even our transit system, but I can't believe it would be transit. I mean, garbage I could understand, but these inner guys aren't even getting used that much, hey? That kind of sucks that our transit system's not working that well. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Maybe it'll get better. Alright, I'm gonna zone off a new neighborhood. And then we're gonna have to probably start troubleshooting some problems. So let's do it. So all those industrial jobs we built are paying off now because we have pretty much capped demand in the areas where we need it. And that's going to stimulate more job growth, and then, you know, you guys know how it goes. And I'm willing to guess that we have some ridiculously large amount of high wealth growth as well to happen, but I'm going to leave that until the next episode. I'm just putting these guys down. They'll find a home. You know, these guys will all find a home somewhere. We'll probably put the stock exchange and the courthouse in the neighborhood we're constructing right now. Maybe even the Bureau of Bureaucracy. So, without further ado, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The best thing we could do is plan ahead for our subway, so it looks a little bit better and we can convince more people to ride on it, because if you look, I'm pretty sure that our most popular subway and bus station is located next to these gigantic commercial buildings here. Right? Well, that subway station, no. That subway station, no. What about this guy? Was this guy the... Yeah, so that guy's got a ton of people riding. You know, I would assume a lot of these guys that are coming here are working here. Oh, maybe not. Lots of people are still riding their cars, though. Or taking their cars, I guess, would be a little bit better way of saying that. Anyway. Boom. Try to zone this donut as fast as I can. We'll just have had an explosion in garbage, so when I say troubleshoot problems, that's what I mean. We're also going to need a large high school to take some of the demand off our small ones. Because, as you can see, with 100,000 people located in this square, that means our new population is going to be upwards of 200,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we're going to have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to have to take that into account. That was a derp. Fix that. So, filling in the silence, that is me adding insightful commentary into the game. If you guys ever need to... If you ever feel the need to, you need to contact me through, not through my YouTube channel. You have a burning question, or just want to say hello, or what have you. You can get a hold of me on my Steam account. My Steam account, naturally, is just xpoox. You can add me to your friends if you want. Just when you do, let me know who this is, so I know, because I won't I won't respond otherwise. Just be like, I'm a subscriber from YouTube, blah 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 blah. Just want to say hello or whatever. Not sure if you can actually do that on Steam or not, but anyway. My Steam ID is xpoox, I believe. So, you know, if you ever want to, like, be like, I'm having trouble with this, or, I don't know. I don't know why you would want to talk to me, but if you do, I'll help you. Elementary school, as usual. I think I'm going to put a large high school in here because, you know, we will use it. And having that be there, then I'm gonna put there. Aw, come on, stupido. How about these guys? Aha! That's kind of a neat little, like. Oh, no. There you go. These are kind of nice, right? Like, you get your high school, your two big statues. You know, maybe some parks. Hospital? Where are you, hospital? Come here, you. Medicine. Haha. They've come to take me away. Haha. And we want a lending library. Right there. And... we do need a police station. I put one in the middle before. Yeah. Okay, derp. Here we go. Stock Exchange Courthouse. I'm gonna put the courthouse here. The Stock Exchange here. And the chapel there. And just park that up. Le bus stop. Kachiga, 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 kachiga. Listen here, car. You make me angry. Kachiga. So these, I don't know how functional these bus stops will be, but I sort of like the idea of having all this be transit accessible. Probably, well, I'm not gonna say it's irrelevant so much as I'm gonna say, like, and you know what? People who go to the library are the kind of people who ride public transit, so let's make sure they can get there. All right. Now, am I derping anything? I've got high school, elementary school, hospital, library, gifts. Did I zone it right? Did I zone it right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, this is a big derp, but you know. This way you don't have to like listen to me couch. Alright, it's watered off. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? I just figured this out. Wow, I have like no money. Okay, you know what? Cancel that plan. We're gonna zone. Cause fucking derp is over here. Is two derples to figure out what he's doing. I have overspent, my friends. A little bit too much. And speaking of overspending, I'm going to destroy these because they're in the wrong place. So, I'm going to zone lightly. I'm going to zone as lightly as I can, so that we can get ourselves into a profitable situation ASAP. You get to go and you get to go. So instead of putting the bus stops on the outside corner, I'm gonna put the subway stations on the outside corner. Okay, derples, give me some derps. Alright, failing that. Come on, growth. Come on. Make me a profit. Holy cow, we're gonna go bankrupt. Alright. we need some commercial demand, like, now. So let's take a look here. See if we can't fix X2X's massive blunder. Ah! I cannot afford to do that. I'm gonna have to take out a loan. This is what happens when you're not paying attention to SimCity. Right here. Don't even get me started. Now I'm deeply concerned about our losing $8,000, so. Don't want an army base. No, yes, we're going bankrupt. Just give me a chance to do a hip-hop dance. Okay. Here's where things go from derp to derp. Oh, we don't want to cut taxes. Unfortunately, this calls for some drastic measures because I'm a derp. And by drastic measures, I mean by slightly increasing the tax rate until we can get to profitability. Right, that helps. Making money off transport. Now, let's see, where can I cut some costs? City beautification. No, that's not going to happen. Government budget. No, that's not going to happen. Utilities. No, that's not going to happen. Alright, what are we doing here? We're exporting garbage, which we need to continue. We're exporting water, which we need to continue, because it's money. We're importing power. Can I cut that deal a little bit? I can, but I have a feeling that's going to put my city under blackout. Oh, and we're out of water. What a disaster. Oh, nope. Fail. So we could import garbage to make money, but that is a bad idea. Fine, I'll take a loan. Let some growth happen. Now we got a zone for more commercial. We're running out of water too. Man, I really mucked this up. Well, worst comes to worst, if this gets really bad, you guys will never see it. How's that sound? And more accurately, I'll probably just post it anyway. Come on, city, please. Profit. I need profit. Pay taxes. Alright. I am damn close. I can save some money there. Herbals. And there. Wow. Well, I just learned a $35,000 lesson. Okay. Whew. Alright. Expo-X learns his lesson about large high schools. Wow. That's really brutal. When I build another hospital, I'll probably have to build it there. Alright, so I got us out of a problem. A big problem. Which was that large high school. So yeah, definitely watch out for that. Yeah, so we're still doing okay. We do require more juice, and that hospital is becoming a problem. So let's import a little bit more power. We're gonna need somewhere to put our garbage because it's gonna start. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we got a little bit of build-up, but nothing too bad. Okay, we gotta help that hospital out because it's got like billions of Sims at it. We unlocked our disease research center. Alright, did I? How's that doing? Well, it's definitely helped, but hasn't completely solved the problem. Yeah, they're asking for an airport, which is fine. I think I'm gonna seriously zone the rest of this residential off, and then we can... Whoa, that is not what I want. Alright, let me just figure this out. We've got the inner loop. Right? Inner loop. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We'll let that stuff grow, and then we'll put in our mass transit system. Since we're making a whole bunch of money, I want to take a look at our subway system again and see if it's improved at all. Some areas better than others, it would seem. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. You know, fares are up and what have you. And since we've, you know, we're making almost an endless amount of money, we still have a ton of demand for low wealth. Educators, hey? So let's take a look here. You guys seem fine. You guys are not so fine. Alright. Hospitals aren't perfect, but they're okay. Did I get another gift? Yeah. Medical staff. The army base, but I don't want to put an army base down, because it is not a good deal. And we won't need money. I just was a derp and... Yeah, there's the Disease Research Center, the zoo, the movie studio, and some movie studio. Right? I'll put you there. Alright. Put down some bus stops while everything's balancing out. So, where I want my bus stops are probably in the middle right there. Just like that. And put down some other stuff there. Just to keep my, like, as a visual indicator, to make it so that the subway can take the easy route, I guess. Why did I leave you in the corner open? What did I do over there? Ah, never mind. Alright. Let's put our subway in. Okay. Inner circle stations. One there. One there. One there. I'm doing my inner circle, right? If only, if your mother only knew. Alright. Nope, that's in the wrong place. Ah, there we go. I don't have any expectations that that'll become some amazing building or anything like that, but I still want it to look, you know, fairly good, sort of where it's supposed to go. Turn again. 1, 2, and purple durple. That looks pretty good. Alright, let's put down a track. There you go. That looks much nicer. Though there's like one missing from there, but you know what? He's not a big deal, that one. So I want them to be in the corners, because believe it or not, the corners are... This commercial district is wrong. I may have to dezone it to put in the residential that I want to go there, but I'm not gonna fuss over it right now. Let's see here now. Corner, corner, and did I leave room? I did. Corner, perfect. Put in some bus stops here, right there and right there. Ha! All right. Perfect. Destroy you. Let's link these guys up. And as usual, no, not quite. Okay, purple, purple. Here we go. Now, nope. Tick, tick. Perfect. Okay. We've got some parks to put in. And by parks, I mean residential. Some retrofitting. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to do. No Ugmo roads. One there, one there. And some bus stops. One there, one there. Alright, so that's done. Green parks. You and you. And you and you. And you and you. And you and you. Alright. I'm gonna D-zone this area here. Because it was a mistake. Out of panic. And I'll put in the parks now that I can see. And we will put this residential back. There we go. Alright. Now I'm gonna let that run. Because that'll inspire some commercial growth, which is what I want. Then we'll babysit these guys. Man, we need bigger hospitals and a bigger elementary school. Jeepers. 229,000 sims in this surface area is a lot of sims. Holy mackerel, and still growing, eh? Now I don't have a problem with money. Let's take a look here. Subway. Ah. Man, subways are expensive. Ah! Nope. You and you. Put down some stations. There. There, there, there. Return. There and there. Help our guys get to work. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna bridge the gap like we've done before by linking here to here and here to here. I'll make 3 connections. I doubt they need it. I probably need a stop right on that corner there. But I have a feeling... Well, maybe not. Hold on. Mr. Park goes bye-bye. I'm gonna put a station right there. That makes that bridge gap seem a little bit better to me. Turn. Now let's press play. Take a look here. Yeah, look at those transit fares. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. We don't really have the sustained commercial demand that we sort of need, but we do have a lot more people, and we're highly profitable. So I'm still gonna place down commercial paths. The first one's gonna go here. The reason I'm putting this guy down here is that these will be accessed by the transit system we already have in place, and truthfully, so will these. I'll have to make a transit extension for there, but... So I'm just gonna go ahead and plop it down. And if these end up just being low wealth commercial services, then, you know, so be it. But I have a feeling that it'll sort of feedback. And we do probably need another hospital to replace this guy here. You can see it's pretty nasty commercial services, but, you know, people need somewhere to work. Some water widgets, new pump. And let's take a look at city ordinances. Do I need to turn anything off? Water conservation? No. Power conservation? No. I don't know why commuter shuttle service was off. That seems very, very bad to me. That is not one you want to miss in a city like this. The automobile. Turn that one on. So we need another clinic. Excuse me. Holy crap. We may need a fourth one just to handle the amount of people that are living in the city right now. 250,000 Somalians. At this rate, we could almost hit 500,000 in this within the city, which is insane. I see something I missed here. Let's stop right there. Put down some parks. Just letting some growth happen. Our traffic guy's bleeding at us, but there's not much we can do about it. Because we've essentially already built all our anti-traffic infrastructure. Just placing parks where I can see them. I think I'm gonna... medium. 1, 2... So it's starting to look pretty good. This episode has probably gone on for way too long because I haven't really been paying attention. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you join me next time for Let's Play SimCity 4, where we take some of this demand that we've made for high wealth services and people and move to our big city. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.